Welcome to episode 6 of Law of Attraction and Bible Mysteries. Today we're going to be talking about the story of the Magi. The journey of the Magi is allegorical of the process of creation, as it is with all stories in Scripture. It offers some wonderful practical instruction regarding this process. The story of the Magi is allegorical of the journey to a pure state of mind, which defies all doubt and follows a path to Christ. In essence, it is your own mind, your own desire, in alignment with your own faith, your own feeling of the wish fulfilled. Now it says the story of the Magi begins in the east, but what the word east means is dawn or facing towards the sun, or it simply means to shine. So when considering the meaning of the word east, notice the Easter holiday is celebrated in spring, the dawn or the summer, the dawn of a season of harvest. It is a season of fulfillment. It is a season of what Neville Goddard calls the promise. And so when it says the Magi began their journey in the east, what this is referring to is clarity, or the dawn of one's own realization of who they really are. It is one coming into alignment with themselves and their own desires. Magic, or deliberate creation, begins its journey in the east. It begins in a state of clarity. Abraham Hicks describes it as this: clarity means attention to something without contradicting it. Clarity is alignment. Clarity is a clear impulse of where you go. Clarity is trusting that path. Clarity is not standing in a wobbly place. Clarity is that momentum that has no resistance. And when you're in that place of clarity, the feeling of what to do next is right there. Now, one of the main parts of the story of the Magi is when they come across King Herod, who tries to distract them. But the Magi manages to keep themselves clear of Herod. Now, the word Herod simply means fear or doubt. So King Herod is allegorical of fear or doubt trying to creep its way in. And the Magi, of course, manage to bypass Herod and make their way to Bethlehem to witness the birth of Christ. So let's look at a few words to understand the allegory of the birth of Christ. The word manger means that which you eat from, or that which contains all that you require to feed yourself. Now, the word Mary means the beloved, or your beloved, which is allegorical of your own subconscious mind, that which absorbs the will, meaning that which believes what you tell it. The word Mary has nothing to do with the role of the earthly definition of wife. It is a word which refers to your own subconscious. Now, the word Joseph means he will, or simply will. And of course, this is referring to your own material mind. It is referring to thought. The Immaculate Conception has nothing to do with the earthly definition of making babies. The Immaculate Conception is simply your own whole conception. It is your own holy conception, meaning when your will, that is Joseph, matches the feeling with the thought, then the subconscious Mary is open to receiving that thought. Therefore, the birth of Christ, which is your own whole mind, is the awakening of the imagination. It is the resurrection of the holy use of your own wonderful imagination. And so the story of the Magi is an allegory, teaching you how to reach your own highest state of mind, by bypassing the ego, by bypassing your own physical senses, that is, by bypassing King Herod, in order to gain the highest of clarity. It is what Neville Goddard calls buying the pearl of great price. And this is what Neville says: If you think for one moment you could hold on to one little thing in the event this doesn't work, you cannot buy the pearl. And so when I buy the pearl, I go all out and live by it. And there is no other being in this world, just this pearl, and I live by it. And the pearl is your own wonderful human imagination.